everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody groceries on their way in. So Marissa, thank you for joining us.
Sorry.
That's okay. So today our discussion is going to be about making healthy food choices when we go to eat at fast food restaurants. Does everybody like eating at fast food restaurants?
It's so convenient.
It's so convenient, right? It's so convenient. It's very good. So most fast food restaurants are considered just horrible. I mean, no good. But today we're going to actually learn about healthy options that we can possibly make when eating at these fast food restaurants. So before we get started, I'm going to read off a couple of questions that I want you guys just to keep in mind. We're going to go over all of these things anyways, but just for you guys to keep in the back of your head. So we will be going over a portion of your brochure that includes a couple of the healthier and non-healthier options for foods. We're going to be comparing calorie counts as well as fat content. We're also going to be talking about the significance of fats. Are they always good? Are they always bad? Does always higher calories, is that always a bad thing, or could that be a good thing? We're also going to be talking about your overall diet, what to include in your diet, what not to include, such as proteins, vegetables, things like that. And hopefully I will be able to answer all of these questions and more if you guys have anything, okay? So we're going to get started. So, fats. Are they always good? Are they always bad? They're somewhere in the middle. So, there's three types of fats that we always know, and they come both from animals and from plants. The three types of fats are saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, and polyunsaturated fats. Now, out of all of those three fats, only one of them is considered bad. The bad fats are considered to be the saturated fats. These are bad because they have their structure in their form. When they're digested in our body, they usually form deposits, which can lead to all types of diseases, leading from heart disease, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, anything like that. So you want to stay away from anything that's saturated fats. Saturated fats can be found in anything fried, French fries, even red meats. A lot of times those fried foods contain a lot of that. Even potato chips will have a lot of saturated fats. So you want to be able to stay away from that. Now, polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats are the good kind of fats. They're found in your avocados, they're found in your nuts, things like that. And those are usually the healthier types of fats. You want to actually consume these types of fats because they actually are good for you, and they may even help lower the levels of bad fats found in your body. Fats are very important to have in our body overall because it helps us absorb all types of nutrients, from vitamins to minerals in our body. And so it's very important that we do keep our consumption of fats in some part of our diet. Now, fats contain more calories than any of your other types of, how can I say this? Any type of your food, from your proteins or even your carbohydrates. So a gram of protein or carbohydrates can usually only contain 4 or 5 calories, whereas 1 gram of fat can contain 9 to 10 grams, or 9 to 10 calories. So as you can see, there's a lot more calories when there's fat present. Now, based on a 2,000 calorie diet, which everybody should be consuming, usually you would want to average between 60 and 65 grams of fat in your diet. Now, with that being said, you want those fats to be the good kinds of fat, not the bad kind. Now, there's some ways that when we go out to eat, we can go ahead and make a little bit of healthier food options. So when you're going to the store and you're going to go purchase a sandwich, you want to make your sandwich plain. So what does this mean? You want to maybe not put any mayo on your sandwich. Maybe you want to cut back on the cheese. What does that do? That helps lower the fat content, but you still have your good factors like your meats, which have protein. You have your carbohydrates that are going to come from the bread, and then you have your vegetables that is the good part of your diet. Now, also, you want to not supersize anything. So if you aren't going to go for the burger, if you are going to go for the fries and eat because you just cannot help it, try to get the smaller portion. So it'll be just like a little something that you want to nibble on, but then you want to make sure that for the rest of your meals during the day, you don't have those bad fats anymore. You want to consume more vegetables. You want to consume more protein. Now, also, the biggest thing is to try to eat slow. I know a lot of times we're fat, we gotta get to school, we have to go, anywhere else we need to be, and we try to consume things really, really quickly. When you eat fast, a lot of times, you end up tricking your body thinking that you're even hungrier than what you are, and you end up eating a lot more than what you're supposed to. So, and the last part is try to not drink soda with your meals. that helps lower your overall calorie consumption, and it's going to end up leading to a better, healthier diet. Okay, so does anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
You have a question? Yes, Becca, what is your question?
But if soda doesn't have any fat, why is it so bad for you?
Oh, okay, so you're
Soda is bad for you because of the high sugar content. So as well as and sugar content is high in calories. So when you increase your sugar, it can eventually lead to high sugar content is just bad. And eventually when sugar is not, you don't consume sugar, when you don't use sugar in the body, it turns into fat. And that's how usually obesity can occur from high amounts of sugar in the diet. So you want to try to stay away from sugar, but from soda particularly, as much as you can. And if you are going to consume it, consume very, very little of it. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. So I should maybe drink more water.
Yes, try to drink a lot more water than soda. That is a good alternative.
Yes, and it's fun.
Anybody else? Yes.
So I've heard that some kinds of breads are better than other kinds of breads on our sandwiches. What would you think is the better kind of bread?
That's a great question, Jules. So that is a good type of bread is your whole wheat bread. So you want to increase your grain intake every single day and try to maintain your bread option to always be whole grain, not plain bread. Because when whole grains, you get a lot more nutritional value, and therefore it's just going to lead to an overall more balanced diet.
So if I go to Subway, I should get the wheat bread, not the white bread.
That's correct.
All right, everyone. So now we're going to play a little trivia to make sure that we were able to learn everything. And if you guys have any questions, we can go ahead and address it there. All right, so number one, based on your based on the brochure that I gave you guys, which choice will be healthier? The Meat Lover's Chicago dish from Pizza Hut or the Chicken Club sandwich from Wendy's? Awesome, that's correct. It's healthier because it's going to have a lot more protein content and a little less fat than the pizza. Good job. All right, the second question is, which contains the least amount of fat from the Arby's menu? Now, I gave you a list of 4, which is the plain baked potato, the light roast chicken deluxe, the chicken Gordon Bleu, or the chicken Caesar salad. Rebecca, it's not the chicken Gordon Bleu. That's not the correct answer. No, it's not. Can anybody tell her why?
I think chicken cordon bleu has a lot of cheese, and so it's probably going to be higher in fat. But a plain baked potato, it doesn't have anything on it, so it's just going to be maybe like the carbs from the potato, and it's going to be a better option.
That's perfect, Marissa. Rebecca, did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Number 3. Does a higher fat content of food mean more calories per serving? Yes or no? Yes, it does. Perfect. Because 1 gram of fat equals to 9 total calories. So you're going to have a lot more calories per fat. Perfect. You guys are doing awesome. All right. Number 4. Which of the following fats is considered bad fats? Polyunsaturated fats, saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, or all fats are considered bad fats and unhealthy? What do you guys think? Okay. You guys did awesome. Actually, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. All of your answers are actually considered good fats. So let's review that a little bit again. You have saturated fats and unsaturated fats. Now remember, the unsaturated fats, it can either be poly or mono. Both of them are considered good fats. Remember, they come from your nuts and, your avocados, things like that. The one that is considered bad fats that is found in fried food, a lot of your red meats and things like that, is going to be your saturated fats.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, great.
The words are so similar.
Yes.
It's confusing.
It is a little confusing, you're right. But that's okay. Now, the last question that I have for you guys is, based on a 2,000 calorie diet, the American Heart Association recommends individuals to consume 100 grams of fat per day. Do you think that's true or is that false? That is false, Becca. You're the only one that got this right. Now, you guys, it's okay. I know it's a little bit confusing, but remember, the American Heart Association recommends for only 30% of our diet to be from fats, which means that based on a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to consume at least 65 grams of fat and no more than that. So 100 grams is going to be a little over that, and so you want to try to stay clear from that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. You guys did awesome.